Hello everyone, this is Jimmy and welcome to episode 13 of Volcano Block. Today we will continue our journey here in chapter 5. Looking at the quests available to us, we can either go trade with the elves in Britannia, go get another star, or work our way towards the end. There's something else here that just seems to be like a thing to beat the pack with. Let's start with see if we can make a trip to the end and then double back with another star so we can do our patented dragon and nether episode. So step 1 is to make a fusion reactor. It's a lot like the fission reactor we made last episode, except instead of breaking one element into two, it takes two and puts them into one. So it's a somewhat generic way of making the alchemistry elements. So like before, we need one controller. Is it one controller, 3 core, and like 98 casings? Yeah. All right. Well, let's see what these are made of. Selenium. All right, so we're gonna need selenium, tungsten, neodymium, and volcano core blocks. And lastly, for the core itself, we're going to need 3 nether stars. All right, well then I guess step 1 is to get those nether stars and thorium. Okay, I mean, there's really only a couple good ways to get nether stars, right? The fact that we can technically craft nether stars with the chemical combiner recipe, but it requires 2 wither skeleton skulls in addition to a whole bunch of other stuff to do it. At that point, I think it's easier just to spawn and kill the wither. So I'm gonna try to enchant a sword with looting, because right now none of my swords actually have looting on them. I'm gonna try to get a Endforged sword, I think, because it has that 20 base damage. And yeah, we're going to try to put looting on that. As we've gotten later in the pack, I found that I need more and more of these flawless diamonds to make electric diamonds and end diamonds and stuff. So I think it's time to add another tree. How far away do these leaves go? 2 blocks out? So to there, and then 1, 2. So if I plant the next one here, they should not overlap. And it has to be planted on an end diamond block, which makes it a little bit pricey, but grow. Help it out with some bone meal. There we go. So now I can, I hope, yeah, I should be able to see every block still. Now I can just harvest all of these precious diamonds. It costs 11 flawless diamonds to plant one of these trees, like 9 for the block and 2 go into the wood itself, or into the sapling itself. So basically the first harvest from it pays for itself. Anyways, it's enchantment time, so let's enchant our pickaxe while we're at it too. Or not. I hope we can... Turns out you can't enchant the Endforged stuff. It can accept enchants, but it cannot be directly enchanted. Alright then, I guess we're enchanting books instead. I do have 90 levels, but I looked around a bit and I did not find anything that could hold EXP that we can make. I think the Monolith of Experience can hold EXP, but we don't have access to shulkers. And besides that, I don't quite know how this Scroll of Knowledge works. It says preserves experience on death. Or allows you to store your experience. Let me look into how this Corel Tombstone mod works. Maybe this works kind of like a Tome of Knowledge. I did some reading, and as far as I can tell, in order to use most of the items in this Corel Tombstone mod, you need a Grave Soul to activate them. So it's a right-click on a Grave Soul to yada yada yada. Well, first thing is you have to spawn the soul then. And for my reading of the configs, so let's take a look at it. Corel Tombstone under Decorative Grave here. It says that there is a 100 out of 1,000 chance for a soul to appear on a grave. And it checks once every 30 minutes if it should spawn. So like on average, it takes 5 hours to spawn a soul. Now, I don't know if that's in-game time or real life time, but I've been playing a while, and there's no soul here, is what I'm told. So I'm just gonna not bother with it and just waste a whole lot of experience enchanting books. And with any luck, 2 books apparently, but with any luck, we should be able to get a looting enchantment. Here goes nothing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Why are some of them like bound in red and some bound in green? Who knows? Alright, give looting. Give looting. Give looting. Looting, please. 1 looting, please. Well, that was less than successful. I got no looting out of all of that. So, I could try to get a villager somehow. Do I have villager soul? Villager essence? I can get that from a normal bone chunk. And then we can spawn villagers until we get a librarian. Alrighty, game. 1 librarian, please. I haven't figured out how I'm getting him out of here yet, but step 1 is to summon him. I looked around a bit. I couldn't find any tool for like mob imprisonment type tool stuff or easily transporting mobs. Librarian, please. Oh, that the white shirt's a librarian, right? I like how they're just like spinning around. Come on. Yeah, okay. Cool. How do I get out of here? I would have thought this through a little better. Alright, I got him out, and now he's breaking all my crops. So, that's incredibly rude. I need you to not do that. Gotta push him somewhere where we can lock him up. Welcome to your new permanent home, where you will live here forever to trade with me. I quit. This villager got feather falling and efficiency as his bugs. I have another one, but it took basically all my emeralds to level him up, and at this point I just can't be bothered anymore. So we're going to close this back up and just start spawning wither skeletons and killing them with a regular sword. So you had your chance, buddy. You blew it. Make my life at least a little bit easier, I'm going to put a poison trap here to bring stuff down to 1 hit point so that the mobs, are just ready to get AoE'd. I'll swap the book back out, turn it on, and have at it. You hear that? There you are. There's an invisible villager here. Aha, not anymore there isn't. Mission successful. I think wither skeletons are immune to poison or something. I collected 6 wither skeleton skulls, and combined with 3 skeleton skulls that I have lying around, I can now make the 9 wither skeleton skulls I need to get 3 nether stars for the 3 fusion cores. Now all I need is a place to fight the wither. So my initial plan was to go to the end first to set up a wither kill box underneath the end portal, the return portal, because there's a nice layer of bedrock there. But obviously that's not going to work because, well, we have to kill these to get to the end. So seeing as how there's nothing that can fully contain the wither that I know of in this pack, like there's no RF tools, we I guess have to fight it like a real wither. So let's make a weapon. I want to try out this Zora steel hand bow. So in function, it's kind of like a bow. It shoots arrows. It can take enchantments. However, instead of enchanting on a normal crafting table, you enchant it on this Zora altar. So I think this button, well, there's 3 modes. Add a new enchant mode, level up enchant mode, and I don't know what this 3rd button does, and reading the book didn't tell me very much, but I guess it's something random. Anyways, I want power, so I can pick this button. It costs 1 Zora leaf instead of lapis and 1 level. And then now I can hit this button to give it power 2. It's like I can take punch 1 or power 3, punch 1 or power 4, poison tip 1. Sure, I'll take poison tip 1, infinity. All right, so now if I want any more, I need EXP though. So let's, I guess we'll turn this back on as an EXP farm. Out of curiosity, nope, still no soul here. Now for the low cost of 12 levels, I can get infinity. And I can keep going if I like. I guess I'll grab 16 levels to get power 4, or power 5. I discovered that there's also a Zoro Steel Sword that you can do the similar thing with, and I have this very good sword. It's, in terms of damage, less damage than the End Steel sword I had before, but it has looting 2 on it, and I'll eventually, oh, there it goes, for 14 levels I can get looting 3. In fact, let's do that real quick. Once I'm done with that though, we'll go fight the Wither. Here we go, looting 3. Alright, so this sword is 11 damage. It also ignores like the things that don't overlap, so like Sharpness, Bane of Arthropods, and Smite, right, normally don't overlap, but apparently I'm allowed to overlap them here. But this sword just has more raw damage on it. Anyways, I flattened out a segment of obsidian here a ways out, so we'll go out here and fight a Wither. With the gear that I have now, I expect this won't be terribly difficult, although it's been some time since I've legitimately fought a Wither, so maybe it'll surprise me. I mean, I am super good at combat at this game though, so no jokes, of course. As he gets locked into lava. Good thing that doesn't hurt. That would have been a bad start to the fight, huh? Am I flying? I feel like I'm flying. Where are you? Once I have it in melee mode, it should be pretty easy. I have very good melee weapons. Even have lifesteal on it, so I shouldn't die anymore. He says as he almost dies. Alright, got it. And the Nether Star. Good. Let's head out. A couple more uneventful withers later, and I have 5 Nether Stars. A few for this quest and a few for this quest. Alright, so let's take a look at the next block. We need the Volcano Core block. So I did a little reading in the, well, first of all, it has no recipe in JEI, and as far as I can tell, there's no, oh wait, here's a quest that tells us about it. Petrain, how do you pronounce that? Petramia? Let's look at that. That's what I thought it was, I think, because my clue was, look at the block name here. It's Unique Crops : Dark Block, right? And I looked through this, it took me a while, but there's a plant here. Let's see, let's go to the Petramia page that talks about it will instead yield dark blocks, or yeah, it will transform bedrock into dark blocks. So anyways, I guess we have to make this Petramia seed. And based on where it's located in the quest line, yep, we have to trade with the elves. Alright, well, Mana Quartz, Elven Quartz, and Elven Quartz requires the Elven Gateway Core. That requires another piece of Terra Steel, so let's make that. Thankfully, I've now got plenty of mana, so that should be no concern. Basically, 2 of my mana pools are almost completely full. I think I'm once again out of coal, but I'll restock that in a bit. And then we can make the Elven Gateway Core. We'll consult the Lexica Britannia. Apparently it's my first time opening it. Whoopsies, wrong button. Take me to the, here we go. No, I don't need the tutorial. I need you to tell me how to make the portal. At least the shape of the portal. There we go. So it needs 2 mana pools near it, and I'm going to use these 2 mana pools here, I think, as our mana pools for feeding the portal. So They have to be within 5 blocks. Yeah, I'll just put it here. Anyways, it's gateway core on the bottom, and then I think these are just living wood blocks. And on the 3 edges, you need some of this glimmering living wood. Then nearby it, within 5 blocks, you need 2 mana pools that have Natura pylons on them. So 1 and weapon axe. 2. And then you should be able to open the portal. The portal uses mana to open it, and mana whenever you throw items through it. So you can't actually stand in the portal, by the way. It doesn't take you anywhere, but you can trade in it. So I can trade my Lexica Botania for one that just has more documentation in it. But here I want to trade nether quartz for elven quartz. And let's look at all the possibilities. Living wood for dreamwood, elementium, pixie dust. So these are just the... Okay, I guess it's all the vanilla Botania recipes. I buy it. So that gets me elven quartz, and then I can try to throw another quartz in here to get mana quartz. The silly villager here trampled my crops earlier, so I have to regrow my Artisia seed crafting thingy here. Everything seems to be growing, right? So it's all in range of the light. All regrown, so let's roll the quartz down, and there we go. We have the seed. What's an ender snooker? Who knows? Let's get one. Now that I have the seed, I still have to plant it. So let's put a waypoint here so I know where we're going to do it. And we have to get all the way down to bedrock. Hopefully there's bedrock down here somewhere. If not, we're going to have to come up with a backup plan. But if all goes well, there'll be some bedrock down here. We're almost at the bottom. What if there isn't bedrock? What if I just fall into the void? That'd be awkward, huh? No, there is. Okay, good. Let's set up, can I place blocks here? There we go. Let's clear out a little area so that we have some room to actually plant stuff. Yeah, accidentally lost my water bucket while I was working here, so it's a little awkward to get enough light here to grow the plant and not, burn it. But once it's grown, it almost is, I think all I have to do is wait for it to convert some bedrock into... do I harvest it? Or no, I think if I harvest it, I don't get it. Can I plant that there? What I have to do is it'll gradually convert bedrock into the volcano core blocks, and I need enough of it to make, let's see, it's 1 per casing, so I need 25 or 26 pieces. Hopefully it converts bedrock pretty quickly. Hopefully I don't fall into the void while harvesting. That'd be awkward, huh? Oh wait, there it is. Volcano core block. Oh, does it convert obsidian into it? Not bedrock? I thought the book said bedrock. Let me double check. Yeah, the book definitely says we'll gradually transform all bedrock around them. But oh well, I guess. Anyways, this is what the Ender Snooker is for. You shift right click it to pick it up. Although now, is that lava going to flow in? No, we're good. All right. However, because I lost my water bottle, I can't get any, or my water bucket, I can't get any more. So I'm going to have to swim all the way up to get a water bucket, I think, right? Because yeah, all the bedrock is staying bedrock. Oh wait, oh no, that was previously obsidian. Yeah, it turns obsidian into volcano core blocks. All right, well, I gotta swim up 55 blocks, and it takes like a minute to do so. I went up to the surface, grabbed a whole bunch of water, because if I knowing me, there's one thing I'm good at, and that's messing things up. So now I just need some way to I stand here, I can see. I just need some way to place this water and turn all the, or at least some lava here into obsidian. I haven't quite figured out how exactly I'm going to do that yet. I cleared a 1 block air pocket here, so if I put water in here, the water should be safe. And as long as if I break this piece of obsidian, the water will flow down, and then I think I can just keep expanding out from here. Right? Yeah, and then I can mine this obsidian, which will give me more obsidian, mine that, and we expand from there. Oh wait, I don't want to mine the obsidian. I want to turn the obsidian into dark block. Holding shift does seem to increase the rate at which this transformation happens. The plants are just on the other side of this dirt. So I can harvest any of it that turns into, that transforms. And then once I harvest it all, I need to come up with some clever way to expand the obsidian out further. But in total, I just need, I think if I mine this, do I get more obsidian? No. If I mine out some of those pieces, I think it'll help. Anyways, I need to get 20, let's be safe and say 30 pieces of volcano core block. The range at which the flowers will transform obsidian into volcano core blocks actually seems quite low. So I found it's easier just to bring the obsidian to the flower than to try to form obsidian near it. So this is much faster. I don't have to fight with like constantly reforming cobblestone and stone. Also, I'm not quite sure why, but my air bar is just perpetually full while I'm underwater here. I have water breathing. That would do it. Now, I do know why that was the case. Anyways, let's see about getting out of here now. Cool. I just have to swim to the surface, which, again, takes a good minute. Well, that was a fun lava diving expedition. I hope we never have to do that again. I was very worried when we were first reaching the bottom that there would be no bedrock on the bottom and I would just fall through. That would have been a real awkward way to lose all my items, huh? Anyways, I ended up making 48 volcano core blocks, which is far more than we need, but that's alright. Let's, how did this get pinned here? Anyways, let's move on. With that done, next up is to make neodymium. So that's ender pearls have basically an ingot of neodymium each. Alright, so I need a fair bit of that. But I have a fair bit of ender pearls. 4 stacks of ender pearls makes 2 stacks of neodymium. Next up, tungsten. So it is a very rare component in dirt. And no great ways to make it here. I guess we just have to process iron ore for it. But it's only... How much tungsten do I need? Yikes. I need almost, like, basically the whole 100-ish, 100-ish ingots of tungsten. And it takes 8 iron ore to get 1 piece. So we would need 8 times 100, about 800 iron ore to get tungsten this way. And there's no other way to make it. I guess if we do stone, it's 2%. But even then, that's not exactly optimal. At this point, I can safely say that the goal of killing the dragon today is not going to happen. Not by a mile. So, to make the tungsten we need, it's either process 80,000 pieces of stone or limestone at 2% per tungsten, or process 800 pieces of iron ore at 2 tungsten per ore. And I think the iron ore solution is going to be easier. To do that, we're probably going to need to use the orchid. It's probably not unreasonable to do it in the atomic reshaper either. I mean, it's 40% chance there. But this is as good an opportunity as ever to set up the orchid. Unfortunately, it does mean I have to do a whole lot of rune crafting because I need tier 2 runes and tier 3 runes. Time to make runes. The good news is that when you craft on the Runic altar. Uh-oh, that was supposed to start making Rune of Summer. Earth, air, sand, rotten pear, melon, memories. Earth, air, melon. What am I missing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 6 items. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait a second. No, just kidding. There's 7 items on the altar. What's wrong with my altar? Am I crazy? These are the same 7 items. Rune of earth and air. 2 sand. I used a rotten pear. Is my pear not rotten? Alright, let's double check this. Sand. This is probably the biggest derp ever. Oh, do I have the wrong memories? I need friend memories, not fond memories. I see. At least these memories are easy to make. So we make the Botania tiny potato, and then we squish him. Sorry, potato buddy, but you're gonna get crushed. And we get friend dust from that. Oh, that sounds so sad. It's less sad than the other, the golem dust, right? Anyways, we then burn it, I guess. I'll leave 1 piece for beating the game with, and we burn the rest. Burn, baby, burn. And now that I have the right items, this should craft. Perfect. Finish the recipe like usual. And confirm. Yep, we got our runes back. Right, that's summer, and then I need... Whoop, not greed yet. I need... Wait. No, I do need greed. Green needs spring. Okay. Because runes are refunded in the crafting process, these tier 3 runes, the Deadly Sins, are actually the cheapest of all the runes, right? Like, these are effectively catalysts. They're always returned, so they cost 2 mana diamonds. Whereas, like, your Rune of Water is 7 different things that are various levels of annoying to get. But anyways, that's not starting for some reason. What did I do wrong? Probably set one of the wrong runes if I had to guess. Summer and water. Oh, it's supposed to be spring and water. Spring and water. And I missed. There we go. We're crafting the other tier 3 rune and various flower or mushrooms. Each of these, dang it, now it's sorted. Each of the mushrooms can just be crafted from like their dye and some other stuff. I think we're ready to make the orchid. So if this just works, I would be happy. Throw the seeds in, and there we go. We only need 1 of these, so I'm not going to bother making more than that. Now, this plant probably wants its own mana pool. Let's give it a mana pool, a spark, and you probably, yeah, that'll do. You probably want to give it a dominant rune too. So, can I make this? I can, using my last rune of fire. Alright. So the dominant spark will result in this mana pool pulling mana from other nearby mana pools, making it like basically the highest priority mana pool. So we'll place this here and place the orchid next to it. The orchid should automatically link to this pool. Good. Place a spark here, place an augment on this spark, and that'll pull in mana from every other mana pool. Now, we should have enough that it doesn't fully empty out our other pools, so it won't close our portal, at least not for now. Anyways, the orchid doesn't just work. In order for the orchid to work, we have to place stone blocks in it, or not in it, but around it. This is a process I definitely will want to automate, but I first want to just demonstrate how it works. Wow, that was fast. And then after some amount of time, it'll transform it into a ore or into an ore. The only thing it can do is transform into ores. And then we just can break them with a pickaxe. So this process uses a fair chunk of mana for each piece, but that's why we have a bunch of flowers generating mana. And because it consumes the stone, we probably want to set up an actual stone generator as opposed to, be individually placing pieces of stone. To make the stone then, I just have a pretty much bog standard vanilla stone generator. Stone is made when lava flows down onto water. So with a piston here, oopsies, I should do something to keep the water from flowing out, huh? Yeah, it just generates stone in these 2 block spaces, and it's a little tough to explain, but if you don't have the piston pushing the stone out of here, you can sometimes end up with this getting jammed if the lava flows before the water does. Anyways, then all we need is a system that will... That still leaks. If I put a slab here, that should stop leaking, right? So all I need now is something that can detect if this frontmost block is, not a piece of stone, and if so, harvest it. And that is what this world block importer is for. So the world block importer has a mode, let's see, pick up item blocks, I believe is what it is. It picks up the item block that's in the world, and we can tell it, it supports blacklist mode. So we just blacklist stone and have it pick up all the ores. To create the blacklist, we again take our logic programmer, we want block, and block, we put, okay, the block goes here, yeah, the variable card goes there, and now we have a block that's programmed, or a variable that's programmed for stone. Now we want it on pick up item blocks, blacklist true, and let's see, empty is wildcard, no, check damage, check MB2E, pause block update, I don't think that matters. And Silk Touch, I guess I'd rather have it Silk Touch, maybe? Let's just make that true. Yeah, that's the mode we wanted on. We put this in pick up item block. Oh. Nope, pick up, wait. I clearly have the wrong no, I want pick up block, there we go. This is based on, I think, what item gets dropped. And this one is based on what item or what block is in front of it. So like, say if it were stone, we could use because this block is, or if we were mining stone, right, we could tell it to pick up cobblestone here, because when you try to mine stone, you get cobblestone. Anyways, I'm just gonna reconfigure these Silk Touch true and blacklist true. There we go. So it'll pick up everything except stone and put it wherever it has room. So if I do this, it should go to pick up the block and put it here. As long as the block isn't stone. Oh, wait, I thought I turned on Silk Touch mode. Why is it getting cobblestone? I guess I have to... Wait, just that it did cobblestone once, but I'm gonna let it run a bit. If it was just a one-off thing where it was like getting warmed up or something, I'm not gonna worry about it. But no, it picked up cobblestone again. Why does it sometimes do that? Weird. And that time it didn't Silk Touch it. It picked up the ore. Why is it sometimes not Silk Touching? I couldn't tell you why, but turning on cause block update to true seems to have fixed the problem. I can like kind of see why that would matter, but I also at the same time have no idea why that matters. Anyways, now that just picks up all the various ores that get made and stores them in a chest. So since we're probably going to be making quite a bit of stuff, I should set up multiple chests to hold these items. I've been letting this run a little bit, and every now and then it still breaks the block without Silk Touch for reasons I can't conceive of, but it's a rare enough occurrence that I'm not going to worry about it. At this point, I think all I have to do now is leave this to run. It does use mana rather quickly, as you can see. Our mana pool here is already reasonably empty. So I think what I'm going to do is just refill this with as much enriched coal as I can, basically a full chest of it, and then leave my game open for a couple hours to let it make the 800-ish pieces of iron that I need. Right now I have 15. So yeah, it'll along the way make me, all the various other resources I may or may not need sometime down the line. So it's good to have this running, but it does cost a lot of mana. But on that note, I think that is all the time we have for today. So let's wrap up this episode here. I'll, between episodes, again, just leave things running to fill that up with iron, and we'll come back next time and try to make our fusion reactor. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.